Hi YouTube, this is Jane, and after a while I'm back with my Inktober progress and more Inktober drawings and paintings. First of all, I'm very disappointed with myself for not being able to live up to my own plans, and that was to upload a new video every 3 days. However, I managed to film every Inktober drawing and painting so far, and I will start posting them online. And in this video I put 4 paintings, 4 Inktober days into one time lapse, so I hope that you will stay with me and enjoy my process. Right now you are seeing Chicken. It was a very fun and kind of a quick piece that I did with black ink and magenta gouache. When Inktober started, I thought I will do every piece with only ink. I even had a couple of colored inks prepared, but the third day already I was really craving color and watercolor, gouache, these type of media, so I started to slowly incorporate them into my Inktober's, but I stuck with limited palette. So as you will see in my next pieces, I will only use 2 colors and black ink. Right now you're seeing my Drooling piece, and this was the first time that really gave me a hard time. I remade the whole thing once. So this is the piece that I ended up with, and I kind of liked it in the end. However, my lines are still very messy, and I could use a lot more practice than just this month. When creating these kind of drawings, I find it hard to focus on where the shadows are. Usually I paint with references, with a lot of references, and I have a picture that I follow, so whenever the shadow is on the photograph, I paint the shadow on my painting. But when I have to come up with placing shadows from the top of my head, I have serious troubles with it. So I think that this could be solved by drawing and coloring with no references, just so that I get used to thinking about the objects that I'm drawing more and focus on their shape in my head more than relying on what I see, if it makes any sense. Next drawing is called Exhausted, and it is my absolutely favorite piece. First of all, I didn't have any kind of trouble, probably because I'm kind of comfortable with painting or drawing eyes. And the other thing is that it took me only about an hour, which was perfect. None of the Inktober's took me an hour. Most of them were above 3 or 4 hours, so this one was just so very comfortable. And I really like how it turned out, and I relate to this piece so much. Probably a lot of you could relate to this expression as well. It is just complete exhaustion. Next one for this video is my next drawing called Star. I did a little sketch of the little girl's face, and my daughter posed for me in my sketchbook, and it was so adorable. I just thought that it is enough to make an Inktober out of it, so I put a shooting star above her head, and it looked fantastic. But then I started to remake the drawing and coloring it, and first problem was that I sketched it from an angle, which you should never do because you cannot see the proportions, and the face turned out it was ugly. I didn't like the face on the first drawing, and you will be able to see my second attempt doing this particular work, and I didn't like that one either, but it turned out a little better. This time I used background and limited my palette even more, and tried to create an atmosphere of a starry night. For the background I used black ink and fused it with my Daniel Smith Moonglow watercolor, which is in my opinion a perfect combination for Starry Night. And I used a pearlescent watercolor for her hair and also on the stars. The watercolor, even though it's metallic, it's not permanent. When it dries you can still paint on top of it. You can even lift some of the paint from your paper, which is sometimes it's very suitable, so you can just choose. If you use ink, that one is permanent. Usually it just won't get activated with water. Whenever you want to lift any of it, it won't, it will just stay permanent. So, and on top of the background I painted some pearlescent violet or purple stars in the end. And obviously I still struggle with lines. I'm not quite sure when to draw lines that are thick, where to use thinner lines, but I'm just starting with inking, and this is really me getting out of my comfort zone, so I guess that it will get better, hopefully, maybe by the end of the month even. I'm very thankful for you watching this video, and stay with me. I will upload another one in 3 days, this time for sure, because I have it ready. So I will see you in 3 days and have a great time by then. Bye bye.